Remember this iconic Game of Thrones scene where Arya Stark improvises to defeat the Night King? In surgery too, we sometimes need a plan B. Today I am going to walk you through a series of cases where we employ plan B, the rescue operation. During DMEK tissue preparation, we encountered a large peripheral tear extending into the central 8 mm zone while stripping the Descemets. We marked this area and started to strip about 90 degrees away. Progress was smooth until 75% of the stripping before we encountered a small radial tear again in the periphery. To rescue this tissue, we first removed all the fluid, flattened the stripped Descemets onto the stroma, used a Teflon block where we tried to make a decentered trephination using a 7.75 mm trephine to exclude both the tears. While trimming the peripheral tracts, we noticed an abnormal adhesion near the radial tear. Careful dissection allowed us to avoid further worsening of any of these defects. Then we finally proceeded with stripping the remaining Descemets perpendicular to the direction of the radial tear, leaving the tear area for the last so as to minimize any stress on the Descemets. We were successful in doing so. The graft was inserted into the eye and luckily we got the orientation right. But the configuration looked unique like a pirate's tricorn hat. While the upper half opened up easily, the lower portion failed to budge. While attempting to center it and attempting to open the scroll, a small peripheral break could be seen in the periphery. Despite this, we were able to open the scroll completely, achieve full attachment and secure an excellent postoperative outcome. This case illustrates how meticulous handling, strategic decentration and improvisation can salvage tissue and deliver a successful DMEK surgery. In the second case, in the DMEK tissue preparation, we noticed an abnormal paracentral adhesion while stripping the Descemet's membrane. We marked the flap axis and tried stripping 90 degrees away, but again we met the same stubborn resistance. At this point, we activated plan B. We switched from a conventional centripetal pulling force to a circumferential peeling technique using a shearing force like that we use in capsulorhexis. We were able to strip the Descemets up to 75%. Trephination was completed. On attempting to strip the Descemets, a classic trapdoor sign appeared where a portion of DM was firmly adherent to the stroma. We continued peeling circumferentially until we could accommodate a dermatological punch to mark the graft orientation. Following this, we tried to peel the Descemets in an oblique orientation to the trapdoor, making sure we could safely strip the Descemets in a single sheet. Inside the eye, the real challenge began. Although the graft orientation was right and the scroll started to unfurl very easily, the portion where the trapdoor was refused to open with the scroll. And the more we tapped, the trapdoor lodged itself in the angle. It called for a plan B again. We had to rotate the scroll so as to get the trapdoor tucked into the scroll again. This time, once the trapdoor was trapped inside the scroll, it took up a bouquet configuration. We used gentle tapping movements to make sure that we opened the scroll such that the trapdoor kept on in the same orientation. We were able to achieve the same and do a descemetopexy with good outcome. This case highlights the importance of adapting techniques both in tissue preparation and intraocular manipulation to ensure a successful outcome. To summarize, 1. Recognize the problem early. 2. Adapt and rethink the surgical plan. 3. Control the damage by minimizing further complications. And 4. Innovate by applying a new or a modified technique to overcome the crisis and achieve success. To conclude, rescue surgery is about recognizing, adapting, controlling and innovating, turning a crisis into success. Thank you for your patient hearing. I am Dr. Raghav Preetham from Sushila Netralaya, Kurnool.